Philippine Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. has declared China as the biggest disruptor of peace in Southeast Asia. Speaking at an international military conference organized by the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command in Manila, Teodoro called for a stronger global response to China's growing assertiveness in the South China Sea.
That in this region, China, although without saying it, and I'll say it for you, is the biggest disruptor of international peace in the ASEAN region.
The antidote is a stronger collective multilateral action against China. And that is for our diplomats and other responsible officials to determine. While with me, I'm concentrating on getting our Defense Department capability-wise up to speed.
This call to action follows yet another maritime confrontation, where Chinese vessels obstructed a Philippine resupply mission to the Sabina Shoal, a hotbed in the contested waters of the South China Sea. Teodoro's remarks serve as a direct rebuke to China's increasingly aggressive stance, with the Asian giant pushing its expansive claims over the South China Sea, a crucial maritime corridor through which over $3 trillion in global trade flows annually. In response to the Philippines' defense chief labeling China as the biggest disruptor of peace in Southeast Asia, Lin Jian, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson, issued a strong rebuke condemning the accusation. Lin urged Philippine officials to acknowledge the underlying causes of regional tensions and to refrain from further provocations that could undermine stability in the area.
We urge the individuals in the Philippines to face squarely the root cause of the issue, not go further down the wrong path of stirring up trouble and provocations and undermining peace in the region, and stop sticking to the playbook of calling black white.
Teodoro's comments resonated deeply within the conference hall, reflecting the growing concerns among Southeast Asian nations about China's actions.
ASEAN, slowly, we are getting some consensus, and conferences like this, you saw the ASEAN attendance. They are paying attention, and ASEAN, to remain relevant and credible, cannot continue to ignore what China is doing in the South China Sea.
At the same event, Admiral Samuel Paparo, commander of the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, suggested the possibility of U.S. naval escorts for Philippine vessels conducting resupply missions in the disputed waters.
Certainly within the context of consultations, every option between the two sovereign nations in terms of our mutual defense, escort of one vessel to the other is an entirely reasonable option within our mutual defense treaty among this close alliance between the two of us.
Paparo referred to the 1951 agreement that obligates the U.S. to defend the Philippines in the event of an armed attack on its forces, public vessels, or aircraft in the South China Sea. The prospect of U.S. military involvement in these missions is likely to provoke a strong reaction from Beijing, which has consistently opposed foreign interference in what it considers its internal affairs. Yet, the suggestion underscores the seriousness with which Washington views the escalating tensions in the region. The South China Sea remains one of the most volatile regions in the world, with overlapping claims from China, the Philippines, Brunei, Malaysia, Taiwan, and Vietnam. Beijing's expansive claim, symbolized by the so-called 9-dash line, encompasses almost the entire sea, bringing it into direct conflict with other claimants.